How can showing up improve the lives of others in your life? Stay tuned. Hey there, Dan with Fathers for All, doing another topic on showing up. This is a simple concept. But today's topic is something that I've found in my life is been something that I get a little have trouble with, and it's something that is so simple, so profound, yet when we don't do this, when we let ourselves and me, myself, and I, what I want, take precedent, it can actually have a negative impact on a lot of people's lives, especially loved ones that we care really deeply about. And it's just the concept of showing up, but in a different way. We have a tendency sometimes to get a little self-indulged. We look at all the things going on with our family, and maybe it's our nuclear family, and we just are constantly doing everything we can for our kids. We are constantly doing everything we can for our spouse, or we're constantly on their schedule and almost letting their schedule dominate our lives. And that's okay for a certain amount of time. But when we don't look at the calendar and we don't do any pre-planning, we have a tendency to almost, in some cases, miss the bigger picture and miss the impact that we could be making on some of our other loved ones' lives, extended family or friends. A perfect example is this type of year. It's summertime, it's May, June, July, it's wedding season, it's graduation season, and all these friends and relatives and family are having major events. If you have a graduate in your life, you know this is a huge time. This is a big deal. They are graduating from high school and you are celebrating, you're spending money, you're making plans, your whole life is in just a head spin trying to plan for your graduate. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law are planning their graduation celebration for their daughter. My niece graduated, and I was invited to come out and participate in recording and documenting the Wellsville High School graduation commencement ceremonies. And we had a great time, and it was an awesome time to be able to celebrate. And I really appreciate being invited to that. And I had an opportunity to say no. I also had an opportunity to completely ignore it, but I didn't. And I put it on my schedule, and with the help of my wife and us working together, we made the trip and went out and documented it. And if I do say so myself, I think I took one of the best photographs of a Wellsville High School graduate that day. And yeah, you can see that there. I mean, come on. Got the school in the background with the crest. It was just, yeah. All right, enough patting myself on the back. My arm's a little sore. Okay, back at it. However, there are times where we can be invited to an event and we completely flake out on it and we completely miss it, and we don't realize is that the people at that event were really, really looking forward to us being there, or their heart just sank when we didn't show up. And maybe we'll never know that because maybe you don't talk to them as much, or you didn't get a chance to speak with them afterwards, or maybe they didn't share with you how they felt. But in the long run, I mean, it's important to kind of just show up. You're not required to do anything but dress up a little bit, clean up a little bit, and be at their event and show their support. Doing that little bit of effort can make the world of difference to someone, and in turn, down the road, it can make a tremendous impact on your life as well when you begin to have special events and you begin to invite all kinds of people out, and people realize They want to reciprocate. They want to show the support that you showed them. They want to show that back to you. And so in this case, try to be mindful of your schedule. Try to be mindful and look ahead of your schedule. This is something that I'm terrible at sometimes, and my wife will attest to it. And the other times I'm pretty good, but plan out your month. Look at these things. Don't schedule a recreational event on the day or morning of a special event, because you don't know you might be cramming too much into the day. And then all of a sudden when their event comes around, you might, I'm too tired. I don't want to go. So I think from that perspective, I just would say, if you can, try to be mindful and simply show up to friends and family's events when you can, so that it'll come back around. And yeah, something I've been dealing with my entire life, and I'm guilty of it. So I figured the one thing, I'm not perfect, and I don't claim to be. And it's one of those things that I want to tell you, that if you can focus on your calendar and all that stuff, then it can help you quite a bit down the road. So with that said, this is Dan with Fathers for All. I hope you found value in this video today. If you did, please hit the like button, consider subscribing, and smash that bell icon so you get notifications when we drop new videos. Thank you, and may the Father for All always allow you to show up with the best of intentions. Is that right? Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you in a bit.